good friend of mine met through another good friend of mine, a gentleman who was collecting money for an investment. He was very, very knowledgeable, had lots of information, seemed to have everything in order, seemed to know what he was talking about. So, yeah, I had friends that had invested with him. So, it was word of mouth. You trust your friends, and you go from there. We knew it was risky. That was our thought. Nothing comes for free. So we knew that any of the investments we were making would be a little bit risky, and we were okay with that at the time. And so it was the promise of a decent return, a better than decent return. Well, we were getting regular monthly return checks, and then all of a sudden we weren't. We're thinking, oh, no big deal. And then maybe a month or two go by, reach out, what's going on? Oh, we're taking the investment and reinvesting the same project, but it's getting bigger. And then we're like, okay. So you kind of sit back and wait, and then a few months later, the same story, and then eventually you're not getting anything. It was a higher risk investment, so the chance of losing it was high. So I just chalked it up as bad investment. I was contacted through the ASC to give a statement. They told me that they were investigating this gentleman. I guess a little embarrassed, I suppose, once they told me what had happened. And to this day, I kind of blame myself, because I chose to make the investment. I was greedy. I wanted a better return on my money. I knew it was risky, and I lost. Now, knowing that certain people in the organization we invested in were purposefully pulling money out and purposefully fraudulent, that's upsetting. That's not cool. The one thing, though, now thinking back on it, that was a bit of a trigger was that it was exclusive, right? You're part of a small group that's going to take advantage of this. The rest of the economy doesn't understand, and they won't get it. So thinking back, that was probably a little bit enticing, right? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That's probably the biggest takeaway. People don't give 20-25% return on investment because they're nice people. If it's a good, sound investment, they're not going to offer that kind of return. So if the return sounds too big, it probably means something's up.